Sex Differences in Mortality, a video made by Joshua Candelario and Justine McCaskill, Period 1. In this video, we will learn about the different factors of sex differences in mortality. Life expectancy. What is it? According to the dictionary, it means the probable number of years remaining in the life of an individual or class of persons, determined statistically, affected by such factors as hereditary, physical condition, nutrition, and occupation. According to a life expectancy at birth by region graph, more developed regions have the best life expectancy, while Africa has the lowest. In another graph of life expectancy, as you can see here, at birth by sex, Japan's females live to be 86 while males live to be 79. And the lowest is Nigeria's females live to be 47 and the males live to be 46. This is due to them not being a well-developed region. Factors that influence gender differences in mortality include biological factors such as hormonal influences on physiology and behavior, and environmental factors such as cultural influences on gender differences in health behaviors. How developed a country is can affect or shape the most important influences on gender differences in mortality. How work factors in. Because women are less likely to be part of the workforce than men, they suffer less from the ravages of work. As a result, their health deteriorates less quickly. But the workforce does result in other things, as in, later in the United States, the mortality gap narrowed as women began to smoke more and men smoke less than before. The difference in male and female life expectancy has narrowed in recent years, from at least 7.7 years from 1972 to 1979 to 5.2 years in 2004, according to the U.S. National Center for Health Statistics. Not only is smoking a factor, but also drinking. Although males are more likely than females to be light to moderate drinkers, which confers some health and longevity benefits, they are also more likely to drink excessively, which may lead to higher male mortality. The factor of health. Women experience higher rates of pain and some respiratory conditions, including bronchitis, asthma, and lung problems not related to cancer. They are also much more likely to suffer from reproductive cancers, hypertension, vision problems, and depression. Men are more likely to suffer from hearing loss, smoking-related ailments such as emphysema and respiratory cancer, and circulatory problems including cardiovascular disease and diabetes. Hypertension or high blood pressure affects about a third of the U.S. adult population and contributes to an increased risk of circulatory diseases, disability, and overall mortality. Hypertension is more common among men than women in youth and middle age, but is more frequent among women than among men at older ages. While mortality rates have dropped for both men and women over the last century, women have consistently had longer life expectancy. In 1900, women lived on average 2 or more years than men, and most recent estimates from 2002 indicate this gap is now just over 5 years. The sex differential in life expectancy appears to be attributable to a broad range of causes. Specifically, men have higher relative death rates from ischemic heart disease, cancer, stroke, diabetes, liver disease, kidney disease, pneumonia, and accidents. This suggests that a variety of biological and behavioral mechanisms might be involved in the different health trajectories of men and women. The factor of marital status. Historically, the mortality gap between the married and the non-married has been higher for men than for women. This is attributed to unmarried men's dangerous activities and risky lifestyles and the healthier lifestyles of women of all marital statuses. Over time, the adverse health associated with marital dissolution has increased more for women than for men, although widowhood and divorce remain more detrimental for men than for women, potentially because men rely more heavily on their spouses for their social ties, whereas women more often accumulate social ties both through and outside of marriage. And that concludes the video of sex differences in mortality.